Grace and peace. Shalom. My name is D. Many know me as devoted to Yahushua, devoted to Yeshua, which is salvation. Yahushua is the name of the Messiah. Many know him as Jesus, the Christ. I'm a fan of him and I'm a follower of him only. I just want to make a quick video. It's late, so I can't be too loud. But I want to make a quick video letting everyone know that I'm going to start making videos again on my YouTube. I started a series back in 2011 called The Last Straw, and basically I began sharing my testimony of the different churches I've been in. I was born and raised Pentecostal in the Pentecostal denomination, and I've been to several other churches after that. The last one being International House of Prayer, Eastern Gate, as a singer, musician, and preacher. Not in the organization, but I preached outside, and so I just wanna make a quick video letting everyone know I'm gonna continue my videos. It's been 2 years. When I left the pagan church system, the pagan Christianity, I was only scratching the surface, and the things that I know today is disheartening. But God has reawakened a passion to speak about it and to believers without getting in heated arguments. The Most High, the Father, has taught me how to stay away from people who really don't want to study the scriptures and to reason, to just stay away from people like that. And maybe I believe He's calling me back to go and visit churches and speak with leaders and speak with members, to see why it is that they practice the things that they practice. Christmas, Easter, not keeping the Sabbath day, and why are they fans of athletes? Why are they basically indulging in idolatry and the things of this world? Things that I've learned. So I know where I've come from. I know where I'm going. I know that I still have a ways to go, and I just don't want to see anybody straddling that fine line between entering the kingdom and not entering the kingdom, versus being great in the kingdom and least in the kingdom, for following the commandments and teaching men to do the same, versus not following all the commandments and teaching men to do likewise. I want to be great in the kingdom, and I would love for others to be great in the kingdom, as great as they can be. I want people to get into the kingdom, and in order to get into the kingdom, you need to know what sin is. You need to know what the gospel is. You need to know who the Messiah is. You need to have His Ruach, His Spirit. So anyway, I'm just going to be talking about these things. I've done a lot of church history, the history of Christianity, and where it started and where it has come today. And I'm just going to try to share these things to the best of my ability, little by little. Those of you who follow me on Facebook, you pretty much already probably know where I stand. So anyway, long story short, stay tuned. Some scriptures I'll leave with you for now. Just meditate on these scriptures. Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 31. And I believe it's a few other verses after that, maybe 32 and 33, where it speaks about the new covenant between the house of for the house of Judah and the house of Israel, that He will put His law upon our hearts. I want you to read, to pick any chapter in Romans. You can pick Romans 7 and 8, where it talks about we're no longer under the law, but is the law sin? God forbid, for I would not have known what sin was if it wasn't for the law. Read Hebrews chapter 8, where it talks about the same thing that Jeremiah 31 spoke about, the new covenant. And just really ask yourself, what is sin? And if sin is the transgression of the law, what is the law? And what commandments should I be following? My favorite passage of scripture is 1 John chapter 2 verse 15 and 17. I've always loved that passage. Do not love the world or anything in the world. Lust of the flesh, lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, not of the Father, but of this world. He who loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. But the one that does the will of God abides forever. So consider these passages. What are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your time? Do you profess to have faith in the Messiah? Do you profess to believe in God? What are you doing with your time? What laws, what commandments are you following? What traditions of men are you following? Where did Christmas begin? Where did Easter come from? Why do you worship holidays that are not in the scriptures? And why don't you worship the holidays that are in scripture? The Passover, Feast of Unleavened Bread. So journey with me. For those of you who haven't even stepped on this journey, for those of you who are not interested, keep it moving. Or if you want to be my foe and to be a scoffer, feel free. I'll go at it with you, but just don't degrade me. As soon as you degrade me, I have no time with you. And God is really teaching me to cut people off, who are really not interested in having civil conversation. So most likely I'll probably just brush you off. But if God gives me some grace to be patient with you, I'll engage in conversation with you. But other than that, there's no time to be getting in silly arguments. We need genuine, authentic hunger and thirst for righteousness. And if you don't have genuine and authentic hunger and thirst for righteousness, just keep moving. You came to the wrong page. You're coming to the wrong person. Even when I preach on the streets, that's the same thing I'll tell you to your face. You can keep on walking right by. Let Satan keep hip slapping you across the face. Keep serving your daddy. And, if the light bulb ever goes on, come back and see me. But grace and peace to you. Shalom. And read your scriptures. You might be an Israelite and you don't even know it. Grace and peace.